Hey folks, welcome back. In this series of videos, I will be discussing various algorithms that you must know for your APCS A exam. In this particular video, I'm discussing an algorithm where you want to strip out the digits of an integer and you want to manipulate that. So you want to pull out each digit from an integer. For example, your integer n is your int n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your task here in this assignment is to pull out each digit and return the sum of the digits of that integer. And we're going to do that. So what are we not going to do in this one is we will not convert that into string and we will not substring each digit and then pull the value of that and then add. We want to do some algorithm in order to do that, right? So the one we are not doing is converting this into string. And the reason for that is a lot of times that is restricted on AP. It is not in the AP subset. So all right, so let's get started. So how will we do that? So what I need to do here is I need to pull out each digit. So I'll need a variable of type digits. So I'll have int digit. I'll initialize it later in the array. Well, in the loop. So I want to do is this is how we're going to do this code. So I have n. When I do n modulus 10, I'm dividing by 10 and I'm interested in the remainder. Remainder, when you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you divide that by 10. With this, you have a 2, you bring a 3 down, and you have a 2 and a 20, you bring a 3 down, then you bring a 4 down, you have a 3, you have a 34, you have a 30, you bring a 4, you bring a 5 down, you have a 4, you have a 40, you difference is 5, you bring a 6 down, and 5 is 50, and 6, that's the remainder. So when you do n modulus 10, that gives you the last digit, that gives you the remainder. If my r is equal to that or my d is equal to that, that gives me the last digit. So that's how I pull the 6 out of it. But what I need to do after that is I need to knock off that 6. So I'm looking at the quotient here now. And my digits left, kind of my new number, and if I say n equals n divided by 10, that's going to do integer division because n is int. So, and when you do integer division, it knocks off the decimal part. So that will make my n as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and update my n. So that's what we're going to do repeatedly. So that's one iteration. I pull the digit out. I will reduce my number to be one. I'll keep on knocking off my units digit every time, and I will repeat this, and I will repeat doing this thing until my n, as long as my n is greater than 0, because eventually when you keep knocking off, n will be 1, and when you do n equals n divided by 10, and 1 divided by 10 will make it 0. So as long as n is bigger than 0, you will keep doing that. By doing that, you'll keep on getting one digit at a time. I don't want to lose the value stored in n. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'll create my int num is equal to n. Let's say I have n as an input. So working through that, I have while. I'll use a while loop. While my num is greater than 0, I go in there, my digit, I'll pull out the digit. I do need sum in this particular case. You might have a different scenario, but the same algorithm will get used there. So in order to pull the digit out, I'll have a digit is equal to num modulus 10. That will give me the last digit. After that, I'll update my sum. Sum plus equal to digit. So my sum was 0. Now the first digit gets added. I update num. Num is equal to num divided by 10. And that's it. That's your complete algorithm too. That is your complete algorithm to to pull each digit out of a int number one at a time. Thanks for watching.